All right, so get ready, because today we are really going deep into AI and SEO in 2025. You guys have given us a ton of sources to look at, and we are going to start with this in-depth guide from Dodler Consulting, a German SEO firm that's basically giving us a sneak peek into their playbook.
Oh, cool.
Our mission. By the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand the basics, but you'll have actionable insights and maybe even a few aha moments.
Yeah.
So you can stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly changing landscape.
Dodler Consulting is definitely a respected voice in the SEO world.
Yeah.
I think their perspective will be especially valuable for anyone looking to leverage AI for better search performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And they waste no time getting to the good stuff right off the bat.
Okay.
They share a case study of a mid-sized e-commerce company that saw a 47% jump in organic traffic in just 6 months.
Wow.
Using AI-driven SEO strategies. 47%.
That's a lot.
It's not just a little boost.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a game changer.
What's interesting is how this case study really highlights the shift from AI being a buzzword to being a practical tool.
Right.
It's not just hype anymore. It's about tangible results.
But before we get too far ahead, I think it's important to make sure we're all on the same page with some of the key AI terms Dodler Consulting uses.
Okay.
They throw around terms like machine learning, NLP, deep learning, LLMs. It can feel a bit like alphabet soup if you're not immersed in this stuff day in and day out.
I agree.
So,
Let's demystify these terms.
okay.
Think of machine learning as teaching a computer to learn from data without explicitly programming every step. It's like showing a kid tons of pictures of cats and dogs.
Yeah,
Eventually, they can tell them apart on their own.
makes sense. So what about NLP, natural language processing?
That's all about getting computers to understand human language. It's like what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
processing and responding to each other's words.
Right.
Google is using NLP to get better at figuring out the meaning behind search queries, not just matching keywords.
So Google is basically learning to read and understand our content the way we do.
Yes, and deep learning takes this even further.
Okay.
It's like machine learning on steroids, using artificial neural networks to analyze massive amounts of data.
Wow.
This is the technology behind Google's algorithms like BERT and MUM,
Yeah.
which are becoming increasingly important for SEO.
Okay, deep learning. Got it.
Okay.
And how do LLMs fit into all of this? I know those are getting a lot of attention lately, especially with the rise of things like ChatGPT.
LLMs, or large language models, are like superpowered text generators.
Okay.
They've been trained on huge data sets, which allows them to create human-quality text.
Wow.
Think of them as advanced writing assistants, but with a lot of potential pitfalls if not used carefully.
Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern here.
Okay.
It seems like AI is giving Google a much deeper understanding of what our content is actually about
Yeah.
and how it relates to what users are searching for.
Exactly. Dodler Consulting emphasizes this shift from keyword stuffing to what they call semantic search.
Okay.
It's not just about sprinkling keywords throughout your content anymore.
Yeah.
It's about demonstrating that you truly understand what users are looking for and providing valuable, relevant answers.
So it's about aligning your content with user intent, not just gaming the system with keywords.
Right.
That makes sense, but I imagine it also makes things a lot more complex for SEOs.
It does. It requires a deeper understanding of your audience, their needs, and how they search for information.
Right.
But this is where the strategic use of AI comes in.
All right, let's get into that.
Okay.
Dodler Consulting dedicates a good chunk of their guide to unpacking Google's AI algorithms and how they're changing the SEO game. They specifically call out RankBrain, BERT, MUM,
Right.
and even the experimental search generative experience, SGE.
Yeah.
Where do we even begin with all of that?
Let's start with RankBrain. It was Google's first big step into using machine learning for search, way back in 2015.
Wow.
Think of it as Google's way of interpreting those quirky or ambiguous search queries that we all type in sometimes.
So even if someone isn't using the perfect keywords, Google can still figure out what they're actually looking for.
Precisely. This is one of the reasons why keyword stuffing became less effective.
Okay.
Your content needs to demonstrate genuine relevance to the user's intent, not just a specific set of keywords.
That makes sense. So what about BERT?
BERT.
I know that one's been making waves in the SEO world for a while now.
BERT was a major leap forward when it was released in 2019.
Okay.
It's a deep learning model that understands the context of words in a sentence, much like we do as humans.
Yeah.
This helps Google grasp nuances in language and deliver more relevant search results.
So Google is becoming less like a keyword matching machine and more like a reader who can actually understand the meaning behind our words.
Exactly. This means your writing needs to be natural, clear, and focused on providing value to the reader,
Right.
not just optimized for specific keywords.
Okay, Bert, check.
Right.
Now, Dodler Consulting makes MUM sound like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
They call it a glimpse into the future of search.
It's pretty cool.
What's so special about it?
MUM is impressive because it goes beyond text.
Okay.
It can analyze information from text, images, videos,
Oh.
even multiple languages at once. Imagine a super intelligent research assistant that can process information from all sorts of sources and connect the dots in ways that humans might miss.
That's wild. How does that change the game for SEO? Do we all need to become video producers now?
It doesn't mean you have to abandon text altogether,
Okay.
but it does highlight the importance of creating content that's rich and multifaceted. Think about incorporating images,
Yeah.
videos, and other formats to provide a more comprehensive and engaging experience for users.
So it's not just about writing great content. It's about thinking about how that content fits into a larger multimedia landscape.
Exactly. And then we have SGE,
Yeah.
the Search Generative Experience,
Right.
which is still experimental, but have the potential to shake things up even further.
All right. Spill the tea.
Okay.
What is SGE all about?
Imagine this. You type in a search query,
Uh-huh.
and before you even click on a link,
Yeah.
Google presents you with a concise, AI-generated summary of the most relevant information.
So it's like Google is doing the reading for us and giving us the key takeaways up front.
Exactly. This
Yeah.
makes featured snippets and high-quality content even more important. If your content is chosen for that AI-generated summary,
Yeah.
you're going to get a lot of visibility.
That's a pretty big deal. Sounds like SEOs need to start thinking about how to optimize for AI summaries as well as traditional search results.
Absolutely, and all of this emphasizes the importance of data-driven SEO. AI is giving us incredible tools to analyze user behavior and understand how people are searching for information.
Okay, let's talk data then.
One of the key things Dodler Consulting highlights is the power of AI to find patterns and trends that humans might miss.
Okay.
For example, they used AI clustering tools to group keywords by user intent for a client and saw a 32% increase in traffic.
Wow.
Not just any traffic,
Right.
but more qualified leads.
So it's not just about getting more eyeballs on your content. It's about getting the right eyeballs.
Right.
People who are actually interested in what you have to offer.
Exactly. But here's the catch.
Mm.
AI can analyze the data and offer insights,
Yeah.
but it's still up to us humans to interpret those insights and make strategic decisions.
So it's not about replacing SEOs with robots. It's about giving SEO superpowers. I like that.
Me too.
It's a powerful partnership.
It is.
Now let's talk about something that's been getting a lot of buzz lately.
Okay.
AI-generated content.
Yeah.
Is this the future of SEO content, or is it all hype?
Dodler Consulting dives into both the potential and the pitfalls of AI-generated content. There's no doubt that AI can be an incredible tool,
Right.
but it's not a magic bullet.
Let's unpack that a bit. What are some of the ways AI can actually help with content creation?
Well, imagine having an AI assistant that can help you generate outlines, write meta descriptions,
Yeah.
optimize your existing text, or even draft entire sections of content.
Okay.
It can save you a ton of time and effort,
Right.
especially for those tedious or repetitive tasks.
That sounds amazing. But I have a feeling there's a but coming.
There is. AI can sometimes hallucinate facts,
Okay.
meaning it might fabricate information or present outdated data as current. It's drawing from a massive data set,
Yeah.
but it doesn't always get things right.
Okay.
And it can struggle with originality,
Uh-huh.
creating content that feels generic and lacks a unique voice.
Yeah. So it's like having an intern who's really good at finding information, but doesn't always know how to fact check or write in an engaging way. You still need a human editor to make sure everything is accurate and on brand.
Exactly. And Google is cracking down on AI-generated content that's designed to manipulate search rankings rather than provide value to users.
That makes sense. Google wants to reward high-quality content that's genuinely helpful, not just content that's been churned out by a machine.
Dodler Consulting really emphasizes the importance of using AI strategically, not just relying on it to do all the work. They advocate for a human plus AI approach,
Yeah.
where AI is a tool to augment human creativity and expertise.
So it's about finding the right balance. AI can help us work smarter, not harder,
Right.
but we still need human judgment and creativity to create content that truly resonates with our audience.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the next big question.
Okay.
How is AI impacting the nuts and bolts of SEO,
Mhm.
things like on-page and off-page optimization?
All right, let's dive into that. I'm curious to hear what Dodler Consulting has to say about how AI is changing the SEO toolkit.
Okay, let's start with on-page optimization, all those things you do on your website to make it more appealing to search engines.
Okay.
Dollar Consulting points out how AI can be a huge time saver for tasks like meta tag creation,
Yeah.
technical audits, and content optimization.
So it's like having a tireless assistant to handle the more technical, sometimes tedious aspects of SEO.
Exactly. They highlight tools like Rank Math and WordLift,
Hmm.
which use AI to automate the creation of meta tags and structured data.
Okay.
And for those nitty-gritty technical audits,
Right.
they recommend AI-powered tools like Screaming Frog AI and Deep Crawl.
Okay.
These can help you identify broken links, crawl errors, and all sorts of technical issues that might be dragging down your website's performance.
That sounds incredibly efficient.
It is.
But I'm curious, do they advocate for just blindly accepting every AI-generated suggestion?
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar Consulting stresses the importance of human validation.
Oh.
They encourage SEOs to think of these tools as assistants, not replacements.
Right.
You still need a human eye to make sure those AI-generated recommendations make sense in the context of your overall SEO strategy and your brand's voice.
So it's about using AI to surface insights and streamline tasks.
Right.
But ultimately, it's the human SEO who's making the strategic decisions.
Right now, let's talk about off-page SEO,
Okay.
which is all about building your website's authority and reputation through external factors like backlinks.
Okay.
This is another area where AI is starting to make a big impact.
I'm all ears. How is AI changing the off-page game?
Think about all the work that goes into building high-quality backlinks, analyzing your existing backlink profile, finding relevant websites to partner with personalizing outreach campaigns.
Right.
AI can help streamline a lot of these tasks.
So it's like having an AI research assistant to help you find link building opportunities and connect with the right people.
Exactly. Dodler Consulting recommends tools like Ahrefs and Majestic to analyze your backlink profile, identify potential link building partners, and even assess the quality and authority of your existing backlinks.
That's super helpful, especially since backlink quality is so important for SEO.
It is.
You don't want to be associated with spammy or low-quality websites.
Right, and for those outreach campaigns,
Yeah.
tools like BuzzStream and Pitchbox can use AI to personalize your messages and streamline your workflow.
Okay.
But here's where Dodler Consulting injects a note of caution.
Okay.
They emphasize that building relationships is still very much a human endeavor.
That makes sense. You can't automate genuine connection.
Right.
AI might be able to help you find the right doors to knock on, but you still need to bring your own charm and personality to the conversation.
I like that analogy.
Thanks.
It's a good reminder that SEO, even with all the fancy technology, is still about connecting with people.
Now, speaking of connection, I know Dodler Consulting also talks about AI's impact on user experience, or UX.
Right.
How is AI helping us create websites that are more engaging and user-friendly?
AI is playing an increasingly important role in personalization.
Okay.
By analyzing user data, AI can help tailor content recommendations, create more intuitive navigation flows, and even power chatbots that provide instant customer support.
That's pretty cool. It's like having an AI concierge who anticipates your needs and guides you to exactly what you're looking for on a website.
Exactly. But, as with everything AI-related, there are some potential downsides to be aware of.
Okay, let's hear those. What should we be cautious about when using AI for UX?
One of the big things Dodler Consulting highlights is the risk of over-personalization.
Okay.
If you rely too heavily on AI-generated recommendations, you might end up overwhelming users or making them feel like their privacy is being invaded.
It's like that feeling you get when you walk into a store and the salesperson's a little too eager to help.
Right.
You just want to browse in peace.
Right. It's all about finding the right balance.
Yeah.
AI can be incredibly powerful for personalizing experiences, but it needs to be done thoughtfully and ethically.
And I imagine data privacy is a big concern here,
It is.
especially with all the regulations around how user data can be collected and used.
Absolutely. Dodler Consulting strongly advocates for choosing tools that are DSGVO compliant.
Okay.
especially for businesses operating in Europe or dealing with sensitive user data.
Hmm.
They emphasize the need for transparency, making sure users understand how their data is being used and giving them control over their privacy preferences.
So it's not just about using AI to create amazing experiences, it's about doing it in a way that respects user privacy and builds trust.
Exactly. Now, you mentioned earlier that you were curious about specific AI SEO tools.
I was.
Dodler Consulting provides a really helpful breakdown of their top recommendations,
Okay.
categorized by function.
Okay.
Would you like to take a closer look at some of those?
Absolutely. I know we've touched on a few tools here and there, but it would be great to get a more comprehensive overview of what's out there.
Great. They covered a pretty wide range,
Okay.
from keyword research and content optimization to technical SEO and backlink analysis.
Nice.
Let's start with keyword research, which is often the foundation of any good SEO strategy.
Sounds good. I'm particularly interested in how AI is changing the keyword research game.
Dodler Consulting highlights a few tools that they consider essential for anyone doing keyword research in the age of AI.
Okay.
First up, we have the heavy hitters like Ahrefs and SEMrush.
Right.
These are comprehensive SEO platforms that offer a wealth of data, from keyword volumes and search trends to competitor analysis and backlink profiles. They're like the Swiss Army knives of SEO tools. You can use them for just about anything.
So they're great for getting a broad overview of the SEO landscape and understanding what your competitors are doing.
Exactly. But Dodler Consulting also points out the value of more specialized tools like Keyword Insights, which uses AI to group keywords by user intent.
Okay.
This can help you go beyond just identifying high-volume keywords and really understand the different ways people are searching for information related to your niche.
That's a really important point. It's not just about targeting the keywords with the highest search volume. It's about understanding the why behind those searches and creating content that aligns with those underlying needs.
Right, and this is where AI can be incredibly helpful.
Okay.
It can surface those nuanced search patterns and help you create a more targeted and effective content strategy.
Okay, so we've got our keyword research covered. What about content optimization?
Okay?
How is AI helping us create content that ranks well and engages users?
Dodler Consulting highlights a few tools that they consider game changers for content optimization.
Okay.
One of their favorites is Surfer SEO,
Hmm.
which analyzes the top ranking pages for your target keywords and provides data-driven recommendations on how to optimize your content.
So it's like having an AI editor who tells you exactly what to include in your content to rank higher.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
It can help you figure out the optimal keyword density,
Right.
identify relevant subtopics to cover,
Mm.
and even analyze the readability and structure of your content. They also recommend ClearScope, which uses Google's BERT model to analyze the semantic relevance of your content.
Interesting.
It can help you identify missing semantic terms and topics that you should include to make your content more comprehensive and authoritative.
It sounds like these tools can be a huge asset for content creators who are trying to strike that balance between writing for humans and optimizing for search engines.
Exactly. And they also mention Phrase,
Hmm.
which is a really interesting tool that uses AI to help you create structured, SEO-friendly content.
Okay.
It can generate outlines, FAQ sections, and even first drafts of your content based on the top-ranking pages for your target keywords.
So it's like having an AI writing partner who can help you get a head start on your content creation.
Right. But Dodler Consulting emphasizes that even with a tool like Phrase,
Yeah.
human review and editing are essential.
Right.
You want to make sure the content is accurate, engaging, and reflects your brand's unique voice.
Makes sense. AI can be a great assistant, but it can't replace the human touch. Now let's talk about the technical side of SEO.
Okay.
I know this is an area where AI can be particularly helpful, especially for larger websites. What are some of Dodler Consulting's recommendations for technical SEO tools?
They have a few favorites for this category.
Okay.
Screaming Frog AI is an enhanced version of the popular Screaming Frog SEO Spider tool,
Right.
which many SEOs already use and love.
Yeah.
It uses AI to automatically find broken links, duplicate content, missing tags, and other technical issues that can affect your website's performance.
It's like having an AI detective who crawls through your website and finds all those hidden problems that might be holding you back.
I like that.
Uh-huh.
And for larger enterprise-level websites,
Yeah.
they recommend Deep Crawl,
Okay.
which also uses AI to identify technical vulnerabilities and provide recommendations for improvement. It's a powerful tool for ensuring that your website is technically sound and optimized for search engines.
Okay.
They also mention Botify, which is a little different in that it focuses on log file analysis.
Okay.
It uses AI to understand how Google crawls and indexes your website,
Right.
which can help you identify areas for improvement and make sure your content is being discovered by search engines.
So it's like having an AI consultant who helps you optimize your website specifically for Google's bots.
Exactly. And finally, let's talk about backlink analysis,
Okay.
which is still a crucial part of SEO.
Yeah.
How is AI helping us analyze our backlink profile and identify opportunities for improvement?
I'm curious to hear the recommendations for this category.
They highlight Majestic, which we
Mhm.
mentioned earlier,
Mm.
as a great tool for in-depth backlink analysis.
Right.
It provides tons of data on your website's link profile,
Uh-huh.
including the number of backlinks referring domains,
Yeah.
anchor text distribution, and more.
It's like having an AI investigator who digs into the history of your website's backlinks and tells you exactly where they're coming from.
Right, and they also recommend Linkio, which is a more specialized tool that focuses on anchor text optimization. It
Interesting.
uses AI to analyze your backlink profile and recommend the optimal anchor text distribution to make sure your backlink profile looks natural and balanced.
Why is anchor text optimization so important?
Well, anchor text is the visible clickable text in a hyperlink. It
Okay.
provides context to both users and search engines about the page you're linking to.
Right.
Having a diverse and natural anchor text profile is a good signal to Google that your backlinks are genuine and relevant.
Got it. So Linkio helps us avoid over-optimization and make sure our anchor text looks natural and organic.
Exactly. And lastly, they recommend BuzzStream,
Yeah.
which we talked about earlier in relation to outreach.
Right.
It's a great tool for managing your link building campaigns and using AI to personalize your outreach efforts.
So it's like having an AI assistant who helps you find relevant contacts, personalize your messages, and track your progress.
Right. But again, Dodler Consulting emphasizes the importance of using AI ethically and strategically. It's not about spamming people with automated messages. It's about using AI to enhance and personalize your outreach so you can build genuine relationships.
Now, we've talked a lot about specific tools, but I'm curious to hear more about Dodler Consulting's overall philosophy on using AI for SEO.
Okay.
Do they believe AI is going to replace human SEOs?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
They address this directly in their guide,
Mm.
and their answer is a resounding no.
Okay, good.
They believe that the future of SEO is hybrid.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right synergy between human expertise and AI capabilities.
So it's not about choosing one over the other.
Right.
It's about finding the sweet spot where they work together to create the best possible results.
Exactly. They argue that AI can handle a lot of the heavy lifting, like data analysis, technical audits, and even content optimization.
Okay.
But it's still up to humans to make the strategic decisions, interpret the data, and infuse the content with creativity and personality.
It's about leveraging the strengths of both AI and human intelligence to create a more powerful and effective SEO strategy. I like that.
Me too. And this brings us to another important topic that Dodler Consulting highlights, the potential risks and ethical considerations of using AI for SEO.
Okay, let's talk about that. What are some of the potential downsides we need to be aware of?
Dodler Consulting starts by emphasizing Google's stance on AI content, particularly their helpful content update from 2022. It's a clear signal that Google wants to see content created for humans, not just for search engine algorithms.
Right.
They're prioritizing content that demonstrates expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, what they call EET.
So even if AI helps us create technically perfect content, it won't rank well if it lacks that human element of genuine expertise and insight.
Exactly. The guide goes on to highlight the potential pitfalls of relying solely on AI-generated content. It's like having a super efficient assistant who can churn out mountains of text, but you still need to double-check their work for accuracy and originality.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of things should we be watching out for?
One of the big ones is the tendency for AI to hallucinate facts, as we discussed earlier. AI models can sometimes fabricate information or present outdated data as current.
Mm.
They're drawing from massive data sets, but they don't always understand context or verify accuracy the way a human would.
So it's like that student who writes a report by copying and pasting from Wikipedia without actually understanding the information or checking the sources.
Exactly, and this can be a huge problem, especially for businesses and industries where accuracy and credibility are paramount.
Right.
Dodler Consulting shares a cautionary tale about a company that saw their rankings plummet by 80% after a Google update detected that they were relying heavily on thin AI-generated content.
Ouch, that's a harsh lesson. It sounds like Google is getting smarter at detecting content that's been mass-produced by AI without much human oversight.
Absolutely, they're cracking down on websites that try to game the system with AI-generated spam. Another concern they raise is data privacy, especially with the use of AI for personalization
Yeah,
and the importance of choosing DSGVO-compliant tools.
that's a crucial point, especially with growing awareness around data protection and how our information is being used.
Right. The guide stresses the importance of selecting tools that handle user data responsibly and transparently, particularly for businesses dealing with sensitive information.
Right.
They recommend prioritizing tools that meet European data protection standards, ensuring user privacy is protected.
So it's not just about using AI effectively, it's about using it ethically and responsibly.
Exactly. And this leads to an interesting discussion in the guide.
Okay.
Should businesses disclose when content is AI generated?
That's a tricky one. I can see arguments on both sides.
Dodler Consulting presents both perspectives. On one hand, transparency builds trust.
Mm,
When users know that content is AI generated, they can decide how much weight to give it.
right.
It also helps avoid potential issues around copyright and intellectual property.
So it's about being upfront with your audience and respecting their right to know.
It's exactly. On the other hand, some argue that disclosing AI involvement might not always be necessary, especially when AI is simply used as a tool to assist with research or optimization.
It's like if an artist uses a computer program to help them create a painting, do they need to disclose that in the final artwork?
That's a good analogy, and there's also the question of user perception.
Right.
Would people be less likely to engage with content if they knew it was AI generated, even if it was high quality and informative?
That's a valid point. It seems like there's no easy answer here.
Right. Dollar Consulting doesn't offer a definitive solution, but they encourage finding a balance.
Okay.
For some types of content, a light touch with AI might be perfectly acceptable, while for others, greater transparency might be warranted.
It sounds like this is an area that's still evolving and we'll need to figure out best practices as AI becomes more integrated into content creation.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's look ahead to what Dodler Consulting sees as the future of SEO in the age of AI.
Okay, I'm ready for some future predictions. What trends should we be prepared for?
They highlight several key trends, starting with the rise of AI-generated search results.
Okay.
We've already talked about Google's Search Generative Experience, SGE, which uses AI to summarize search results directly on the search page.
Right.
This means SEOs need to make sure their content is concise, informative, and structured in a way that AI can easily understand.
So it's about creating content that's both human-friendly and AI-friendly.
Exactly. Another trend is the increasing personalization of search results.
Okay.
Google is already experimenting with dynamic search engine results, pages, SRPs, that adapt to individual user behavior.
Hmm.
This means SEOs need to think about creating content that resonates with specific audiences and provides tailored information based on user preferences and search history.
It's getting more and more granular. We're moving away from the one-size-fits-all approach to SEO.
Right. And then, of course, there's the continuing emphasis on EEAT, expertise,
Yeah.
authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Right.
Google is placing more and more value on content that comes from credible sources and demonstrates real-world knowledge.
So it's not just about writing good content. It's about building a brand that's known for its expertise and authority.
Exactly. And finally, Dodler Consulting predicts increased regulation of AI-generated content.
Hmm.
As AI becomes more sophisticated, we can expect platforms like Google to implement stricter guidelines to prevent the spread of spam misinformation and unethical manipulation.
It sounds like the Wild West days of AI are coming to an end. We need to use this technology responsibly and ethically, or we risk facing the consequences.
Absolutely. Now, I know all of this might sound a bit overwhelming, but Dodler Consulting ends their guide on a hopeful note.
Okay, good.
They believe that AI isn't replacing SEOs, it's transforming the way they work. The future of SEO belongs to those who can effectively combine human creativity with AI-powered insights.
That's a message I can get behind. It's not about choosing between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. It's about finding the synergy between them.
Exactly, and they recommend a three-step approach to what they call hybrid SEO. First, use AI for data analysis and automation handling tasks, like keyword research, competitor analysis, and technical audits.
Okay.
Second, utilize AI as an assistant for content creation, generating ideas, optimizing existing content, and streamlining the writing process, but always with human oversight and editing.
Right.
And finally, ensure ethical and responsible AI usage prioritizing data privacy, fact-checking AI-generated content, and avoiding manipulative techniques that could lead to penalties.
So it's about finding the right balance, leveraging AI's strengths while mitigating its weaknesses.
Right, and they share several inspiring case studies of companies that have achieved impressive results using this hybrid approach.
Mm.
They've seen increased traffic, higher conversion rates, and improved brand visibility, all by strategically integrating AI into their SEO strategies.
That's encouraging. So what's the key takeaway for our listeners who want to navigate this brave new world of AI-powered SEO?
Dodler Consulting puts it best. The future of SEO is hybrid. They encourage businesses to embrace AI as a valuable tool, but to remember that human expertise, creativity, and ethical considerations are more important than ever.
That's a great reminder. It's not about choosing between AI and human intelligence. It's about finding the sweet spot where they work together to create truly exceptional results.
Exactly.
Well, that was a fascinating deep dive into the world of AI and SEO in 2025. I think we've all learned a lot today.
I agree, it's a complex and ever-evolving landscape, but with the right approach, we can leverage AI to achieve amazing things.
A huge thank you to Dodler Consulting for providing such a comprehensive and insightful guide. I highly encourage everyone to check it out if you want to delve deeper into this topic.
It's a valuable resource for anyone who wants to stay ahead of the curve in the world of SEO.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We'll be back next time with another fascinating exploration of the latest trends and insights. Until then, keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of digital marketing.